So Valeera the Hollow is one of the two Death Knights I haven't played yet, and when I was considering what to do with her, it wasn't really immediately obvious. A lot of people are playing her in Miracle Rogue, but I didn't really want to play Miracle Rogue. And when I was thinking about her effect, she gives you more stuff to play. And what deck wants more stuff to play? I thought maybe a Quest Rogue would make sense. If you somehow don't have the quest completed by turn 9, Valeera gives you copies of a thing to help you complete the quest, and if you do have the quest completed, then she just gives you like a second Novice Engineer or something, and that gives you a lot of fuel post-quest completion. So that's the basic theme. We play Valeera and we play the Caverns Below. And also Caverns Below is the only quest I never played in Journey to Un'Goro, so kinda cool that I get a chance to play it here, I guess. The rest of the list looks pretty standard. One of the interesting cards in my list is Serenite Chain Gang. If you play it late game, it's 4 mana for 2 5/5 taunts, which seems like pretty decent value. And you can play it beforehand to help you survive to get late enough to actually finish your quest, because finishing the quest sometimes takes a lot of time now that you have to get 5 copies of the same card. And because getting copies of a card is a little bit more difficult, we're also playing Shadowcaster, which is a little bit heavy, but the deck is a little bit slower now. We've got Cold Light Oracles and Novice Engineers to help speed us up, and everything else is just like bounces and good bounce targets. I started out with a list that was playing the 4 crab package, but I'm like real far in the Legend dumpster, so I'm not playing against too many Murloc Paladins or Pirate Warriors, and the crabs weren't really putting in too much work, so I ended up just cutting them for like more card draw, I think is what ended up replacing them. And I think even with the crabs, you're probably in a pretty bad spot against the decks where the crabs are good. But if you can bounce a Hungry Crab repeatedly, that can kinda wreck a Murloc Paladin. We're also not really playing Chargers like Southsea Deckhand or Stone Tusk Boar. Have to make room for some of these heavier cards, which I think make more sense with a slower version of the deck. But there have been games where I missed the Chargers. Sometimes you get your quest done and you can't quite stabilize. Maybe there's room for those in here somewhere. I definitely don't think the deck is optimized, but since I cut the crab stuff for more card draw, the win rate has definitely gone up quite a bit. And it's surprisingly fun when it works out. I never really played this deck in Un'Goro before it got nerfed. Maybe I was missing out, because it's kind of fun spamming 5/5s. And it's even more fun if you can get Valeera down.
Valeera versus Magni.
I think we just concede on turn 1 to Pirate Warrior. So we're going to mulligan, assuming it's not Pirate Warrior, which basically means that we keep the quest. I mean, Doomsayer is a good Pirate Warrior card. Probably makes the matchup decent-ish. Probably bumps it up from 5% to like 8%. Oh boy. Feels like week 1 of Un'Goro. Simpler times. We're gonna hold the dagger because I think we usually play Mimic Pod next turn. It seems like people who play Magni, or who use Magni, are much more likely to be a control list. For whatever that's worth, which is probably not much. Double Valeera is actually pretty sick. Not sure if this is the matchup for it, because he just Rag Hero powers me and I die. But it's probably not too bad, right? I really don't know why we're playing the Doomsayer here, but it kills that Armorsmith, which might be kind of annoying. It locks out a Bloodhoof Brave, which might be in his deck. Rep. Okay. Maybe Swashbuckler. I think we're committing to the Swashbuckler. Need to put some of this mana to work, and we have 3, including the Shadowcaster. Still have 2 Shadow Steps, 3 Brewmaster type cards, and 2 Vanishes, and another Shadowcaster, so, and another Swashbuckler. So it shouldn't be too hard to draw into things that support that. Chain Gang. Let's just go Swash plus Shadowcaster here. Mortal Strike, probably not really worth playing here. And hell, at this point, maybe we even use Valeera to help finish the quest. Part of the reason she's in the deck, right? Picked up another Shadowcaster. So we're getting real close on this Swashbuckler. In fact, if we just play it, Shadowcaster it, and then wait till turn 10, we can complete the quest.
So many options.
Maybe that is the way to go. Could just Serenite Chain Gang here. Seems like it's actually quite decent. Let's just play Shadowcaster.
The shadows beckon.
And we hold on to this Swashbuckler because he's in danger if we put him on the board. Should be at 2, right? Or at 3. No, right, 3 makes sense. Okay. That goes face. He trades Radiant, or the Ravaging Ghoul in. Gonna execute that. Wants to keep up the pressure with his Ravaging Ghoul, I guess, which is probably smart against Quest Rogue. This looks like it might be a Mortal Strike Chain Gang turn. Not an excellent use of the Mortal Strike, but it lets me get at the Ravaging Ghoul. I'm getting kind of low on life. We have 10 armor in hand. That is not to be underestimated.
The menagerie is for guests only.
Banish is a real good pickup.
You cannot escape.
We can play that after Valeera if he commits a bunch of stuff here that would otherwise wreck me. And I think next turn we can even Banish double Swashbuckler prep quest, which is super good. If we have hand size for it, which I think we will. Have to be careful not to overdraw the quest. That's a big dude, but doesn't really do that much damage. Not sure if it's even worth vanishing. So we have 10 cards in hand here. Prep Vanish puts us down to 9. Double Swashbuckler puts us to 9 also, which is fine. I think Prep Vanish is the play here. Nine cards in hand. Swashbuckle, still have 9 cards in hand. Wow, another Brass Knuckles. Not really the card I was hoping for, to be quite honest. Then we play our Crystal Core. Could have also gone for like a Doomsayer play there. Prevent him from refilling the board like this. Not really sure how worth it that is. Probably just want to try to fill up the board here. Oh, this guy's good at surviving damage when he's a 5/5.
I live to serve the Lich King. I live to serve the Lich King.
Alright. I think this is fine. Maybe we make this attack. Probably happens eventually anyway. Yeah, and it plays around Primordial Drake Sleep with the Fishes. God, his quest is also complete. I think we're at a disadvantage once he gets his quest online. Look at that sick value though. Damn, that was good. Okay, we got a Swashbuckler.
By his will.
Trade that off.
By his will.
Trade. I guess we're gonna start with Swashbuckler. We're probably double swashing this turn regardless. Death Revenant. It's a battle cry, and this guy can actually be quite big. Inner Rage even. How big is this guy? 9/9? Sick. Do we want to trade this off? Sure, I guess. I don't really think it matters too much. Actually, let's even recover a Swashbuckler. Swashbuckler is a really good thing to keep duplicating with Shadow Reflection. Yeah, I was expected he'd have Brawl here, but we have so much refuel potential at this point that we just need to get the Brawls out of his hand. Alright, he's going for this. I think we're at a disadvantage. He has 11 cards left in deck, so he doesn't even always have the second Brawl here, which is his best way to go for a lethal. I think we just try to fill up the board. Play Swashbuckler first, maybe he gets me some armor. Grime Street Informant. If we play that, we don't have mana for double Chain Gang, and Chain Gang seems pretty good. But I think the potential of this finding me a heal makes it worth playing. Probably just want this as removal for a big taunt. True Silver. I think Chain Gang is still the play. It's a little bit risky, but it gets more things on the board. And the heal from True Silver wasn't even significant enough to guarantee the win, or to guarantee the not die to a Brawl. Okay, given that he didn't have Brawl, and that just didn't go face, I think we're in a good spot here. Assuming one thing survives, we have 6 damage from hand. Yeah, we beat that with just True Silver currently. Oh man, sick. We can actually enter Rage, and then we can even show off our second Valeera.
You cannot escape the shadow of death.
You got me.
Oh man, that was rough. That was a good game though.
Valeera versus Malfurion. I must protect the wild.
Watch your back.
Okay, we keep Doomsayer in case it's aggro, and we keep the other cards in case it's Jade. Against Jade, we probably do want to try completing the quest relatively fast. And we have a pretty decent hand for it. Okay, looks like he's not aggro, and he doesn't have Wild Growth, which is really, really good. Galaka Crawler, I don't think he's aggro, so I'm just gonna play this. Wrath, okay. Dude, we're getting there. We are getting there. This hand is actually really, really good, if I can pick up something actually worth bouncing. How many more bounce effects do we have in the deck? 1 Shadow Step, 1 of each 2-drop bouncer, 2 Shadow Casters, 2 Vanish, and Valeera. Some of those are kind of slow though, of course. Let's just go ahead and play the Doomsayer here. It doesn't really do that much in this matchup. Hard to find a spot to play it. Although, admittedly, turn 5 is not necessarily a Jade Druid turn you need to block out. Swashbuckler. We might just go ahead and bounce the Swashbuckler. Oh, this thing's pretty good. Swashbuckler, let's see. I mean, we've even got the Vanish, so we can just commit to the Swashbuckler if we need to. The Vanish is kind of an awkward way to do it, but it's probably fine. Yeah, we'll just commit to the Swashbuckler. And I think we want this guy to be poisonous. This is his Jade Behemoth turn. Okay. Looks like we're gonna have to use our poisonous guy on a Jade Spirit. I wouldn't consider that an ideal use of the card, but that's probably fine. Well, sometimes we pick up something with the Swashbuckler here. Mire Keeper. Mire Keeper for mana might actually be decent. Let's just bounce that guy to protect it. And we're not playing it because we don't have a way to... Oh wait, we can just Shadow Step it if we want to play it again, actually. Yeah, let's see if we can pick up something to deal with this. Not quite. Alright. We'll do this, I guess, because he can always do that trade himself. So our quest is at 3 out of 5. We have the 0 mana Swashbuckler in hand with 2 vanishes, so we can definitely complete the quest. It's just a matter of actually winning the game after that. Shadowcaster is really good for winning the game after a vanish. Let's see, prep quest costs 2 mana. Wait, can we actually quest here? Shadowcaster Swashbuckler is 6 mana, and then we can coin prep.
The shadows beckon. Here we go.
Quest Rogue's still OP, what the hell? And the Jade Behemoth and the Mire Keeper both summon 2 things, which normally isn't that strong, but when they're both 5/5s, it's pretty good value. Dude, Quest Rogue is so good against Spreading Plague. All my dudes just one-shot a Scarab. Dude, is this the counter? Is this how we beat the Jade meta? Oh shit, what do I do against Doomsayer? Do I actually have to vanish to beat Doomsayer? That's annoying. I could try to Wrath for a card to find something, but nothing in my deck actually helps against that. I think we just have to vanish. Let's vanish without killing these so he overdraws. And I guess we'll just play this guy out. Want to get a thing out of the hand so we don't overdraw, and Swashbuckler made me overdraw. He can just play like 4 1 mana, or 4 2 mana 1/5 taunts. Start with a Swashbuckler. Oh, Innervate. Innervate's real good. So we can Shadowcaster into another Swashbuckler, and then Innervate a Mire Keeper, I think.
The shadows beckon.
Am I gonna overdraw with this line of play? No, there's no way. That's not how this works.
The shadows beckon.
A decent minion.
Here we go.
Unfortunately, now his Jade Golems are up to 5/5, so his stuff is gonna start being bigger than mine. We're really far ahead on board, though, for what it's worth. And we have 2 bounces for these Swashbucklers in hand to keep getting more value. And most of his hand is this garbage. Which does slow the game down, but it's not good value. So we just trade into his shit, right? Like, straight across the board. Oh, I think I want to bounce the Swash, or the Shadowcaster. So I probably should have put more damage on her. So many cards in my hand. Wait, there was no point in bouncing the Shadowcaster there, was there? I don't know, we're just trying to spend mana. Probably should have started the turn with this, but whatever. We have so many fucking cards. I wanted to play Valeera the Hollow in this deck because I was like, surely in the endgame I might run out of cards and then it'll help me. Nope, I actually just have a bunch of fucking cards in my hand. Okay, do we have lethal here? We only have 30 on board. So even if... we'd have to be able to kill both of these from hand, which we can't do. That's fine, though. I guess we should draw with this. Dude, this deck's so hard to play, what the hell? Oh wait, did we have lethal shadow stepping a Druid of the Claw? Oh, we did have lethal there. Okay. Don't worry guys, I found it. He conceded before I found it, but I found it before the game ended.